Oh no, that's pretty much what I can say. Oh no. So I was sitting here. I recorded my Justice League review. It goes up on my second channel. It's actually probably already up there. And I refreshed Twitter. I decided to refresh Twitter, and I was met with. I actually was the earliest I've ever been, I think ever, to a Gotham Knights / Warner Bros. Montreal tweet being up. I actually don't put notifications on, and I missed the tweet by like 43 seconds. It says Gotham Knights is delayed until 2022. So I'm going to skip the introductions. I'm going to skip the subscribing stuff. You guys know I would love to have you guys here. Subscribe, bell, all the stuff in the description, all that stuff, and we're just going to move on. Gotham Knights will now launch worldwide in 2022. We are giving the game more time to deliver the best possible experience for players. Thank you to our amazing fans for your tremendous support for Gotham Knights. We look forward to showcasing more of the game in the coming months. Now, this is not a time for gloating or for getting points like that, but what I do want to say is writing was on the walls for this game to be pushed, and there were a lot of people that were very anti it, and I don't blame them, okay, because this game is some people's most anticipated game of all time. It's some people's most anticipated game of 2021. Look, this is March, right? We're on March 19th. Actually, today is my 1-year anniversary marrying my wife, okay? So this is a big day, and now it's a big day for another reason. Obviously, this is not nearly as big of a reason as the other one, but it's been 3 months, not even 3 months into the year, and we've gotten 2 enormous games delayed out of it. Hogwarts Legacy and now Gotham Knights. I think God of War has secretly been pushed, and so that you could really make it a trifecta and have that be a third one. This year, and I've said this before, is going to be odd. This year is going to be, in some ways, really bad for gaming, and in some ways good. And I say both of those because we've already had, over the last year, literally year, because obviously we're around the 1-year anniversary, not just of my marriage, but also of a lot of other things around the world, some other big things happening. And so many games have been impacted by this. Okay, so many. When it happened last year, last March, a lot of people were saying, obviously the movie industry, the television, filming is impossible. And so a lot of that stuff really got hit. But working from home in the gaming industry is insanely hard. A lot of cultures, even like the Japanese culture, they are not built, the gaming industry at least, is not built to work from home. So many developers lost time because of this, and you're seeing it. You're seeing games that should have came out last year that are coming out now, and that's why this year can still be generally an okay year. I mean, May and June, we are having a lot of games come out, but generally this year is going to be a year where a lot of games that could have come out this year are not. Now, this is not, I would say, this is not Warner Bros. Montreal's fault. This is not Gotham Knights' fault, but this doesn't look good. I'll make that more clear, because it doesn't look good. It's obviously very, very disappointing. I get that, and obviously we're talking about that right now. And I want you guys to let loose, leave likes. Hopefully you guys don't leave dislikes on this video, because it's a negative story. I know sometimes people will do that, but let me know in the comments, what you guys are thinking about right now. Feel free to vent. When you announce this at DC Fandom, and then now it doesn't come out this year, that's a long time in between announcing and revealing. Again, like I said, writing seemed to be on the walls when they basically abandoned all marketing or pushing of this game on Twitter. Again, I've said this before. I said this to Jay, Degenerate Jay. I've said this a lot. It really did seem like they did have a plan. The gear idea and doing things weekly, doing the fan art, kind of making a month dedicated to a character. It really did feel like they had a plan here. And again, I go back to what seemed to be the original conception of this, which was Gotham Knights probably was supposed to come out first half the year, and then Hogwarts Legacy would come out second half the year. Now, when Hogwarts Legacy got delayed, that led all of us to think, okay, let's now, at least it led me to think. I don't think everybody shared this, and I don't really know why. Now we shift everything. So now, instead of Gotham Knights first half, Hogwarts Legacy second half, now Gotham Knights is second half, Hogwarts Legacy is first half of next year, okay? Now, honestly, this does have, and I should make a video now on Hogwarts Legacy, which I'll maybe do later. This has repercussions for Hogwarts Legacy, too, because it's like, well, both of these games, again, are not going to come out at the same time as each other. But it's very clear Gotham Knights is closer to releasing. So now, I really feel like we're going to have a repeat of this year next year. Gotham Knights will be first half 2022. Hogwarts Legacy will be second half 2022. That's truly what I believe is going to end up happening. So again, I get the disappointment. It sucks. It's you could think about it from, obviously you guys are fans, I'm a fan, we're all fans. So thinking about it from the fan perspective, it's something that we all wanted to play. It's a co-op game. I wanted to do a lot of different things with it. I wanted to play with you guys. And you know, so it's disappointing on that end, not being able to play it. And again, I understand that it was some people's most anticipated game of this year. Now it's got to be people's most anticipated game of next year. Even from me, not whether or not you guys care about me or not, that's okay. But even like on a content creation side, I mean, this does suck. I think I don't speak for Slickmuff or Jay or anything like that, and I know we're all very, very different, right? Jay and I are very much too outside of just DC. We do a lot of stuff outside of it, but this hurts. I mean, there's no other way I think of thinking about it other than this hurts. I can only talk for myself. It definitely is like, all right, well, where's the excitement gonna go? Is the hype? And because already you can tell videos and people just I guess viewership in general is lower, and I'm not complaining about that because I completely understand it. I know the ebbs and flows of YouTube, and I get that. But now what? Now it's probably gonna get even worse, I would assume, at least over the next little while, and then they'll show more. Now, what is important to say again when reading this, they do say we look forward to showcasing more of the game in the coming months. Now, coming months means anything, and from them, it really does mean anything. I have said that I think they could show the game in the summer. A couple people have asked me over the last couple of weeks. Actually, several people in several places have asked me, and I think I'm going to stick to that prediction. Maybe we can make a predictions video just so I can kind of get it out there that everybody knows. I do think, whether it be a Gamescom, which Gamescom is confirmed this year, August 24th, whether it's DC Fandom, which remember, they did say they're doing more, but it's been very quiet. We don't really know what's going on. We don't know if there'll be games there again, all that stuff. So whether it's Gamescom, whether it's DC Fandom, or whether it's E3, because E3 will be virtual, Warner Bros. Has more games than just Gotham Knights. They could easily do an online show like they were actually going to go to E3 last year, remember, to show all these games and do all this stuff, okay? I do think it's still makes sense to show this game again this summer. I think the only difference now is I have been saying I think maybe the game would probably come. Now, obviously, the July date is thrown out the window, but say the game came out in September, October, I think that it would have worked where you show it in the summer and then you have just an immense build up to the game as the summer ends and the fall starts. You just have a huge build up of showing us stuff, talking about it, all this stuff, and people get excited, okay? That's what I think you could have done. They can still do the first part, just not the second part. They could still show the game, and then they'll go dark again. And people will not like that. I probably won't like that, but that's what's going to happen. They'll show, whenever they do show the game again, they will show it, and they will probably go dark again for an extended period of time. So they show in the summer, let's say, and they'll probably be gone for quite some time. Again, until maybe a few months before the game releases next spring, next holiday, whatever you want to think about it. Again, it's tough. There were people that said this game was supposed to come out in November of this past year. So has it been pushed like a year and a half at this point? Probably. I don't think there's anything, normally that would be a red flag. That would be like a red alarm. But right now in the current world landscape, I don't think it's as big of a deal because a lot of games are doing that. So, I'll say now that I think it's probably going to come out around February, March, April of next year. I really do think. Hogwarts being delayed is one thing. Adding this to it, now we get, I believe, a clearer picture. I feel like next year is just going to be a repeat of this year. So, like, when we thought Gotham Knights could have released this year, remember, early people talking was like February, March, April, right? That was everybody's kind of early idea for this game. I think that was probably supposed to happen. I really do. But now, just think of it for next year. And same thing for Hogwarts Legacy. I think all of us, when they announced it at that Sony State of Play, I think all of us thought, okay, this is like a holiday. This is like a November game at next year. Well, now think about it for another year. You know what I mean? So definitely, well, look, I was looking for a video to fill right now, so I'm not going to lie and say that, like, that this is, it is awful. All jokes aside, this is awful. This is disappointing. This is going to hurt people. In a more joking fashion, I was looking for a video to fill this spot, and then I refreshed Twitter, and I literally couldn't have asked for a bigger topic to cover for this video. So it does suck. I still like to remain optimistic and positive. There are still other things to look forward to this year, so I don't want to go down that where it's like, oh, this year's just completely ruined. It does suck. It absolutely does. And I hope that it doesn't mean that we have to wait till Game Awards in December to see more of this game. I hope it still, and coming months does not mean, in my opinion, Christmas, okay? So coming months to me does mean not like right now, but not like in a year from now. So I do think the odds of seeing this game at some point in the summer, again, whether it be one of those three things, is rather high, okay? So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. By the way, there's a video I already recorded, I already did. It's already going to go up on Monday, I believe, or maybe even Sunday, talking about this game in a different way. Watch it. Obviously, I would appreciate if you guys watched it, but it obviously will feel probably a little outdated, okay? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. One final push for Twitter. Obviously, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, Podcast Now 15 is my Twitter handle. Feel free to follow me there. It's a really good place to get into contact with me if you ever quote unquote need me. Okay, if you want to, just want to reach me in some way. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all on the next video.